close.
What has this past 24 hours been like for you? The party, the welcome yesterday, all of this combined.
It's been awesome. It's really been awesome. You know, you can't script this up any other way of saying that this has really been an unbelievable trip here. I've been wild ever since we landed. So I got a real welcoming, and this feels like home.
Just your thoughts on the team, what you'll be able to put onto the court, the group that's already assembled, and what you're joining.
I think defensively we can be pretty special. Having a guy like Russ at the point position who's night in and night out is going to have a mismatch, as well as a defensive, mechanism, or not mechanism, but defensive-minded guy in Roberson, and one of the best young defensive bigs in Adams, alongside with myself out there. We could be really special defensively. But, you know, I'm going to add on to the fast pace, the fun, the quick, high energy, fast tempo team that's always been here. You know, just adding on into it. Looking forward to it, though. It should be fun. Yeah, well, it was just surprising. This team wasn't one of the teams that was that we had in mind. I thought I was going to like 4 or 5 other teams that were pretty active in the trade, and when I found out it was OKC, I was quite surprised. But at the same time, I was I was happy about the trade. I was thrilled. I was looking forward to it. All I wanted was a chance and an opportunity to play for something special and to ultimately try to win a championship. And right off the back, I think I get that here, playing alongside Russ. We've had a lot of time to talk. Right after the trade, I called him that night, and we kind of talked and went over the excitement of playing alongside one another. And yesterday we got a good time. We had a lot of time to talk, and it wasn't even about basketball, just vibing together and getting to know one another, and I think creating a friendship there.
Paul, you've never played with anybody like Russ. I'm not sure there's anybody like Russ
Right.
to play with, but how do you see the two of you meshing, helping each other play out?
I think for myself, just running the floor, creating space for him to operate. It's so hard to keep in front of. He's so hard to stay in front of. He's going to attract double teams night in and night out in almost every possession. So I think for myself, it'll be easy to space the floor and be a knockdown shooter for him. And I think the opposite. I think I demand double teams and a guy team scout for and try to prep for. So. I think both of us, he doesn't have to have that pressure of shouldering all the workload and have to feel he has to do it alone, as he's never have, but I don't want him to have that pressure at all. So I think we'll work really well. Again, I'm excited about this journey with him, and I'm excited to rep those 3 letters. Right now, it's taking it as it comes. A fresh start and a chance to do something special is really the first thing that comes to mind. I'm not looking past 2017, 2018. We haven't accomplished nothing yet. So when it comes to that, when I get there, we'll address that. But right now, me and Russ have something to build now, and we'll see where it takes us. It could be something that's special that we build and want to continue on building. So we'll wait to get to that.
What was your friendship like with Russ before actually joining the Thunder?
We've been good friends. Actually, my rookie year, Russ had a why not game that he does every year, and my rookie year I showed up to it. Not even knowing, through a mutual friend. I had no clue where I was going. He had no clue I was coming. So it was kind of just a, hey, what's up? And then from there, we just, build on a relationship of knowing one another. Seeing them through competition, seeing them through All-Stars. We always have a connection being Southern Cal guys. So it was always, energy there between us. But that's just where our friendship have been. So now I'm looking forward to being a teammate now.
What your expectations will be from the season for the team?
Say that again.
Is it too early yet to know what your expectations will be for the team, big picture this season?
Yeah, I think so. We all got to come together, and we all. I can't have an expectation of my own. I think we need to have a collective expectation of what we want out of this. So once we get together, we'll know what we want out of this. Obviously, it's to win a championship, but hopefully we can build towards that. Whether it's right away we get off to a hot start or we start to gain traction down the line. So it's just about building.
Paul, you had a chance to talk with Kevin before you came. What, if anything, did he tell you about his relationship with Russell or Russell specifically?
That's between them. That's between them. I didn't necessarily care. Everybody's different. Great friends with KD. Everybody's different, though. What KD and Russ had, from my understanding, was nothing major. Guys and brothers necessarily. You fight. This is a job where, you want the best out of everybody, and you're going to bump heads. That's as far as I know and as far as I care to know about their relationship.
You talked about in a recent Sports Illustrated article, you talked about how, the appeal of going home, who wouldn't want to play for their home team, the Lakers, such. A certain scenario where if they were to get a couple of guys to go there, some really high caliber player guys, it'd be like, oh, that might be something you have to consider. Have you ever considered that, Oklahoma City could be a place where you could lure guys, you and Russ could team up and combine and bring guys here?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, at the end of the day, all I want out of this is a chance every year to compete. That's where it stemmed from of being linked to wanting to go home. Like I've been saying, I could come here and love it. As I have been loving it here. So if that's what, at the end of the day, I know both myself and Russ are up at the same time. If we love where we're at and we feel that, we could do something special here, I'm open to it. But that'll be something we addressed at the end of the season.
What have you thought about all the T-shirts, the PG-13 T-shirts, messages on billboards and such? What have you thought about that, just coming in and seeing that kind of reception?
Man, just the love, from day one. Again, coming off or getting off the plane and seeing 500 fans waiting outside. I've never been a part of something like that. So instantly, I felt the connection here, and I got to go see the monument and get a little bit of taste of the history here, and that drew me even closer to the connection here and the reasoning for the love and the passion. So I felt, I don't want to say it's too soon, but Oklahoman. I felt, the passion behind all of this. So, I love that connection that I had, and that's something that can't be replaced ever. Are
you surprised
by that connection? Not surprised. You always hear how great of a fan base it is here, and playing here, you understand and you see it from afar. But to actually be a part of the side now, opposed to being on the opposite, you get it. You understand it. You understand the love here. You get why they're so passionate about this team. And again, I'm just happy that now I'm on the good side of that fence.
Work well together, and how have you guys already talked about making that work with each other and with Coach Donovan?
Well, again, I think I spaced the floor well for us and allow him to continue on being aggressive. And I take pressure off him as another ball handler, another scorer, another playmaker, another defender. I think I help, carry all of those burdens for him. And just to make the game easier. I think we'll work really well. I'm not a a selfish player at all. I'm really whatever the team needs of me or whatever that I need to do for the coach or for the team to be better. That's how I've always approached the game. So this would be the same scenario. It's no difference. Just now I'm playing alongside one of the best players in our league.
What impressed you about Andre defensively, and then how do you see that working together?
What impresses me is he plays the game on the other side of the ball how I do, and that's just being a pest all over the ball. Not taking anything. He's going to be all over you, and he's fiery. He has an edge. He reminds me of myself playing on the perimeter. So to have two guys, Russ as well, three guys on the perimeter that leave it all on the defensive end, it's going to be special. Conversation's been good. We've had talks of what I liked offensively in Indiana. We went over plays, scenarios. We went over of what he wants from me and what is expected out of me in a light way. And we just been able just to kind of know one another, knowing backgrounds, upbringings. Really it's the initial, greeting sort of thing. But yeah, it's he just wants, to make this as easy as possible for me to come into a situation and to make me comfortable as possible.
How much of what Westbrook does with his future and his contract, how much will that impact what you do?
I think, we'll both, have to address this offseason. Hopefully, we can address it together. That we enjoy this process and enjoyed, what we've built to want to make decisions based off one another.
Probably your best statistical season, four-time All-Star. What have you learned as you've been in this league, both maybe that's key to your success, but team success as well?
Just learned who I am as a player, I think. Again, I've gotten better every season that I've been in this league, and it's just been, going through it. You understand and you learn certain things, and you apply it to the next year. And that's always how I've been. Every season I go back and I reflect and just analyze what I could have done better. And, I address it immediately in the gym or the weight room, whatever it is, working on my body, working on my game. I always address it in the summer. And that's what helps. It's gotten me to this point where, I'm ready for this moment. And I'm ready to compete for a championship. As I've always been, but now I'm ready to do so with, again, one of the best players in the world and the MVP. So I've never had this kind of help. I've never been a teammate of this caliber. So man, as I've been saying, the sky's the limit, and hopefully we make magic happen.
Thank you both. That's it, guys. We got to keep moving. We'll be coming up with
Fishmore.